and welcome to A Cup of Conversation on BRT2 TV. My name is Jan Ghazi and this is the final show of 2017. As you can see, I'm in my, well, Christmas or New Year jumper, and it's all about fun here in Northern Cyprus. My program is all about the people who make this country a special place. And today on the show, I've got a very special friend, long time no see, a guy who used to live here in the TRNC and is now really a man who is flying around the world, but comes back, his heart is always in Cyprus, and that's really what this country is about. Once you step on this island, once you drink its water, there's no escaping from the beauty, the charm of North Cyprus. And back in the studio after about 2 or 3 year break is Pouya Sadr, who studied here at Guinea University. So Pouya, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me, Ian.
It's so great to see you. It's nice to have old friends, familiar faces back on the program. And you are such a great guy. I mean, I thank God Facebook is around. Yes. That we can keep in contact with each other online.
We owe that to Facebook, yeah.
Even though you're not here in the country. But the last time we met was the last time that you were on the program. You came on my program before you left the island.
Exactly.
Can you remember how long ago that was now? Was it 2 years? Or?
I think 2.5 years, maybe 3, yeah.
Really, nearly 3?
Yeah,
oh my God, time goes by very quickly.
Yeah, it's good, it flies by.
Now, you were studying here at Guinea University, doing your Masters, yes?
Correct, yeah.
But you are originally from where?
I'm originally from Iran.
Iran.
Yeah, I've been living in Iran for a very long time because my job was really pushing me around. I was transferred to different branches of same company which I work with, Leon Business Developers, and well, I got the luck to be the first one opening the branch in North Cyprus. So that got me the chance that you just mentioned, falling in love with Cyprus, especially Kyrenia, and well, that's put me here at the moment. A luck and my pleasure of being introduced to you, and so on from there.
So why North Cyprus? I mean, you know, as you said, you're a businessman from Iran, from Tehran, yes?
Yes, correct.
And you studied, where did you do your normal degree? Where you studied what?
Yeah, I started with actually industrial management in Iran. It was, well, normally in Iran you have this, I don't know if you're familiar with the term, but we call it concours. It's a big exam. It's a master exam which you do immediately after finishing high school. On that, you don't get much of a chance of choosing what exactly you want to study. So you just try to push yourself through the university, and the closest major you can get, for me, was industrial management. But I learned management. Plus, I had a chance to be working from pretty much 16 years old, thanks to my father, and that built me up my career from that time. So university for me was just a pack to get a certification attached to my experience, and from there I got the luck to be taking my second bachelor in North Cyprus GAU, and then I got my master both in international marketing and marketing.
So you're a really professional businessman, not only studying that, but actually practicing, because you are a businessman yourself.
Yeah, I got that chance. Normally people don't get this. Yeah. I have a lot of my friends around. I talk to them after graduation. I ask, like, what do you do? What is your plan? Where did you start to work? Normally they work in totally unrelated positions or unrelated even industry. I got the luck to have my father all the time with me, so he really guided me through my years of younger years. So I got a luck to being experienced in whatever I wanted to study later even. He was kind enough to letting me start with his company. I started actually my career by selling toys. He had an important company, one of his holding, and he passed me a few of the toys which he imported. He told me, it's a summer job, go and try to sell them. So me, I'm 16 years old. It's my summer job, so I got the toys. It was a box. I started going to places and shops around the Tehran and tried to sell it to the guy. Of course, I had no experience, so I got kicked out. I got a few times insulted by them. You're just wasting my time. So I started actually gaining experience from that, and I actually fell in some part of the street because the guy was just so pushy. So I got scared, I got frightened, I got confused, but at enough story, I got the bestseller of the company that time. Yeah, I could sell around, well, the equivalence of dollar around like, I think $1,000, $1,500 that summer. It was a big number for me. So I got lucky. With that point, I got my motivations. I was very, very proud of myself that time. My dad helped me to be. And from there, I really took it serious. I started working even not in summer. I started to learning. I got separate certificates. I Googled around because the internet was just starting. And I got a chance to be in his company, so I had access with good internet, good computers. I started growing on that point. I'm in love with marketing. I separated from advertising because advertising sometimes includes some sort of misbehave and misinforming the user customers. But in marketing, we go through campaigns, motivating them, positioning the company on a place it's supposed to be, and we get involved to people. That's the beauty of marketing. So from that time, I got to learn a lot about it. I traveled in 4 or 5 different countries, and I gained experience 1 month here, 2 months there, in Hong Kong, in Dubai, in Istanbul, in Tehran, in Malta, in Switzerland as well. It has a franchise in different countries, the company, so I was just traveling around gaining experience. But as you said, I actually fell in love in Cyprus. I had a small marketing research to do in Istanbul branch that time, back in 2011, if I'm not mistaken. So they sent me to Cyprus. They said, this is a new market, we don't know about it, go do a market research. So I came with a 10 people team, and I did my market research. I gained a lot of information, which that time wasn't normal. Even government didn't have them. Yeah. So so I got very excited that this is the country, and I sort of discovered it. So I just ran into the guy, the CEO of Istanbul branch. I said, I want to do this country. I want to try this country. And the guy said, well, the report doesn't look that amazing, but if you believe in it, go for it. And 2012 or 13, we started the company. I started my office in Korea, close to GAU actually. And from there, I was introduced to so many people, to so many professionals of North Cyprus. Unlike it's in a smart country and limited with so many limitations, there are so many amazing, smart people here. I met them through the job, you included, and I learned a lot. And the combination of having sea around you, having this beautiful nature, sun all the time, sky, at the same time my business with me was the perfect combination for my life. So I got lucky to be in Cyprus and starting my career. Yeah, I fell in love with it. I go around the countries around the world. I started, after I left Cyprus actually, I tried Istanbul again. I tried Tehran again. But, faith bringing me back here again. Back
to North Cyprus. Like I said, once you try it, it's difficult
you never leave it
out of your system.
Yeah,
now, for those who don't really know, I mean, those who study marketing and business and advertising, it's quite a complex. It sounds very simple, market something or advertise something or business, but it's quite complex. Now, you said you didn't want to get involved, advertising something different. Marketing is different.
Correct.
What you came to Cyprus thinking there was a market here.
Yeah, correct.
What was your aim then? I mean, what were you marketing? What was your hopes then, back then when you first came and you were studying at GAU? What was it that you were looking for in Cyprus that there was a market for?
I was pretty much referring to this market research which I did that time. It was showing that there's not much competition in marketing in North Cyprus. Yeah. Pretty much doesn't exist. So I thought I can bring my knowledge with me, my experience with me, my support from the holding, from Liam Business Developers, and maybe I can be a market changer, the game changer here about this certain industry of marketing. I started that time to be, developing my network, honestly, to get to know more people, try to expand my network of connections, and introduce them the concept of marketing, because pretty much, understandably about North Cyprus, even advertising, which is a smaller branch of marketing, it's not very developed here. Still with traditional media, newspaper, leaflets, billboard was very new that time.
Yeah. Now they're everywhere.
Yeah, it's everywhere. Yeah, you can't stop seeing them. So I started talking to companies like, do you know there's some other way of promoting your product or your services? So I talked about marketing to so many people, which actually resulted with 2 or 3 companies starting this business. I don't like to mention names, but they actually started learning about marketing and how advertising can be turned to marketing and different methods and techniques of marketing without you just tell something to people like, come and buy my product. That's not how it works.
I want to ask you as a professional, because this interests me a lot, especially in North Cyprus, a small community. I think
Correct.
most people are sort of like, it's word of mouth, isn't it? You know, go here or do this, or I like this location, go here, or... But that is quite wrong, isn't it? And we shouldn't rely on that. And I see a lot of places opening up and then within a few months closing. And is that a problem that because there's a lack of marketing?
Yeah, that's exactly.
I mean, I'm not going to mention any names either because I don't want to mention any, one location. But sometimes it's a great location it could be a restaurant.
A lot of investment, yeah.
And that location, all of a sudden that restaurant doesn't make it. There's no one going there. And then within a few months you see it closing down. Then somebody else opens it up.
Correct.
Then a few months later that closes down. Why? But then you don't see them advertising anywhere.
No.
Is that the reason why they're closing down? Because they're not doing the right marketing?
Exactly. Exactly, that's the point. The point is, well, I told you, it's traditional small community. People are, we have Turkish people coming in, bringing the business, bringing the knowledge. They don't share it much. They just do what they know.
Yeah.
They don't really share this knowledge. So this results in businesses seeing foreign business growing, but they don't really know how it does. The first impression of that thing is they invested. They invested a big money. So they think this big capital will save them. You start a shop, you start a cafe, you start any other in the industry of business you can imagine, and you inject a lot of money in it. They get huge loans from government, they get from banks, they borrow it even, to make this look amazing. But the point is, in point of view of marketing and advertising, you don't really need the look to sell. You need engagement of people. And that thing, unfortunately, here is not really recognized by businesses. Some businesses, big holdings, which, again, not to mention names, they traditionally have that communities in their hand. They started a long time ago. They're 15, 20, 25 years old businesses. And that time, it was no challenge. It was no competition. It was no other option. That was the only option. So people got engaged with them. People started knowing them, started knowing the names. The name's worth something now. If they are sitting there without much advertising and marketing, that has a reason. That has a background, that has history. New businesses, they need to actively get engaged with people, not with just doing a lot of investment and guessing, oh, it looks amazing, so people eventually should come. They need to get promotional, they get to marketing. Marketing meaning that I engage people for choosing a name for my shop. I engage people to choosing what to sell in my shop. There's different cases of marketing techniques. One of them, which my favorite, is crowdsourcing. In crowdsourcing, you actually ask people to tell you what to do with your money. So you put yourself in a safe position. You say, okay, I have this kind of money, let's decide to do this kind of industry, this kind of business. Then you get engaged with people, you do a competition, you ask people, which are your target market, which are your future markets? What do you think should I do? And people come up with results for you. Why? Because you give them a prize. You say, okay, answer this question, this question, this question, I'll give you this iPhone. It's a giveaway, but answer these questions first. Then people tell you what to do, put you in a perfect safe position. So when you start your shop, you already pre-sold your product.
Yeah, clever way of doing that.
Yeah, that techniques are very popular and very common in other countries, but here, well, pretty new.
But do you think, though, Pouya, when you started in this business, when you were just 16 and you were learning, and now, all these years later, things have changed, haven't they? I mean, it used to be television or radio, newspaper, billboards, but now we've got social media.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of businesses now using social media to promote their company.
Products, services,
Their products.
yeah.
And in fact, like you said, interactive. Like there might be a little shop selling gifts, and they'll say, "Oh, what should we sell in the shop? Which product do you like the most?"
Exactly.
Or if you like this page or share this page, then I will give you a 30% discount when you come to the shop.
Anything.
And this is all good marketing.
Exactly.
Good strategy.
Exactly, perfect strategy actually. The point is, you don't need to be a big business to involve with people. People actually love people and businesses who cares about them. That's all about care. Big businesses, they do investment. They do a lot of investment actually. As I said, they make a good look for it, but they don't really care about people. Did you ever ask what they want? Did you ever ask how you want it? Did you ever ask what should be the name of the shop? Or you just design everything, corporate identity, colors and everything, then you dictate it to people. That's traditional marketing and advertising before. And now these days, social media gives you this possibility, this amazing channel to talk to people. Before, imagine if you wanted to reach out to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 people, what option you had? Maybe TV commercial, which wasn't really really interactive. Okay, you message something, but where's the interaction?
Yeah.
Where's the feedback? Now you have, social media, amazing tool in last year, actually, in the world, first time in history of advertising and marketing, social media budget passed TV commercials.
Wow.
It was the first time ever. And this shows the message. It gives you a message. There's no more time for TV. There's no more time to have a newspaper or anything not interactive. People need to interact with you.
Yeah, they like that closeness, to be one-to-one, to be spoken to by the company,
Exactly.
and to get a response from the company.
Yeah.
And it's working, it's true. I mean, even
perfect.
us at the radio or television here, we like to interact. We share everything on social media,
do
and then we
that.
get feedback.
Tremendous amount of feedbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, people can they need to transmit, they need to show their feedback, whatever feedback is. Even if the feedback you receive is bad, it's already in marketing we call it a present. Present can be good or bad, but it's a present. You need to know how to use it. Feedback is a present.
Yeah.
You receive it, you need to have a channel to receive it. When you receive it, if it's bad, you know how to fix yourself and get better. If it's good, you get motivated. But imagine if it doesn't exist, if you say, okay, I don't care about people, this is my product, buy it or no, buy it to go. This is not what people now respond to.
Yeah.
They used to a long time ago in a little bit more, size-wise bigger or greater countries, this happened, let's say 20 years ago.
Yeah.
These days, for Cyprus, happened, let's say 10 years ago. But that time is done. You cannot do this, I call it disrespect actually, to customer, to people. You need to listen to them, you need to hear them, and this can be done easily with social media. You start your show and you see how much amazing amount of feedbacks, comments, likes you receive. This gives you heartwarming. This gives you motivation to do a little bit more risky tricks, a little bit more products.
Yeah.
This new amazing studio, it came from somewhere.
Yeah, you're right. Makes sense.
Thank you.
And the customer is always right. At the end of the day. Whatever you think.
That's the rule.
That's the rule they say. The customer is always right. Whatever you think about the people
that's the
out
first
there,
rule, yeah.
you have to bow down to the customer.
You
out
need
there.
to do that, yeah.
Now, you left and then you came back on and off. I know that you are going between Tehran, Istanbul, Dubai,
Yeah, correct.
North Cyprus. You are running around the world, flying around, and now you are here on the island for a while. But you're here actually for another great reason. You are busy again.
Correct.
And we've got a special application
Correct.
for smartphones
Yes.
called Pingo.
Yes.
And hey, buddy, now it's your time. Now, this is aimed, if I'm not mistaken, at university students, yes?
To all students.
To all students.
Yeah, we don't limit it to the university
There's no
student.
age limit?
No. Lycée, high school, any students who want to be involved in it.
Yeah.
It's a student club actually. We call it Pingo Student Club, and we talk directly to students. We are targeted by students. We talk to students. We are building up a community for students of North Cyprus. Yes, I'm back with this new project. The point is I actually submitted this project a long time ago to Minister of Education.
In the TRNC?
Yeah, in TRNC. Actually, it was my first project which I submitted to government a long time ago, 5 years ago.
And you never heard back until recently?
Back. Yeah, until recently they surprised me by a call saying that, Mr. Sadr, you got a project with us. I was like, no, I don't. I left the island 3-4 years ago. No, you got a project. This is the description, and this is the all information about it. I said yes, maybe not. Let me see. Let me talk about it. And then I noticed I submitted this project actually first year of my operation here to Minister of Education of previous government.
Many governments ago.
Yes. Many governments
And
ago.
they found it. They found it in the archives.
They did that. They did, and they liked it a lot. They said, like, how come we ignored this thing? We need to do this. Come over here, and we need to talk about it. So I got the first ticket I could get, and I just flew to Cyprus at that time, yeah.
And so you went to the Ministry of Education and met with the people there.
I did that,
The
yeah.
officials who called you.
Yeah.
And they said, do it.
Yeah, they said
And
we
so
need
you're
these
doing
things.
it.
Yeah, I had to accept this because it was actually let's call it my favorite project that time, which I got rejected by that time Minister of Education. So I was very sad. But these days, when it was back, it was my favorite project. So I wanted to do it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the project generally is about students. Students in North Cyprus are that time there were around 85,000 students, which relatively is a big number even that time. These days, according to our statistics, we have around 125,000 students, university students.
Well.
Yeah, only university students. And we used to have 8, now we have 13. Universities, 3 more coming very soon. So 16 soon. These people are living here 4 years at least, and well, in average, and they have a life. They have a student life. They need community. They need to interact with the society, with locals as well.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but for me, understandably, businesses don't really care about them. They don't really talk to them. They just see them as people who come and give me money. But the point is, students around the world, they have their own community. They have their own support. They have their own involvement. They have their own clubs, marketplaces, exchanges, and everything. And businesses can be benefiting a lot by joining that community, by talking to that community.
Yeah.
What we did that time, it was actually very much brief project that time. Now we developed it a lot. It started as a club, as a student club, let's say, a forum, sort of some sort. But these days, what we developed, again with a little bit of market research, it's a comprehensive, all-in-one environment for students. It's a website and mobile phone application for iOS and Android. They get this chance to come over there, install the app or join the website and get a lot of services which they need in everyday life.
Yeah.
And what we did that time, which we committed to our promise, all the services towards the students are free. Free of charge, everything forever. The marketplace which we provide, they can buy and sell their second-hand products and cars. The environment which we provided, they can find career, they can find part-time jobs, as well as businesses, they can come and post their businesses, their requested position if they want from the students. They can find a flatmate for the flat which they rented. They can find a flat for rent, and so on and so forth. This is the only phase where it's going to take it on from there.
Fantastic. Now, let me tell you more about this. Is what Pouya has given us today. We got you covered. Now, the website is www.pingostudent.com. That's pingostudent.com. And as it says here, do you need a part-time job? Are you searching for a flatmate? Or you got a spare room to rent? Or you have some stuff on your hand which you want to get rid of? Or searching for some reasonably priced second-hand stuff to buy? Or you might be looking for a special place to hang out. Need a handyman to fix your flat? Want to know clubs, cinemas, programs? Have no idea what to do this weekend? All the above come with special discounts. Only for you. Directory and navigation. Now, this is really interesting, now this bit, because as you said, not only website, but it's also an application that you download.
Correct.
But you are saying to me now that let's say somebody new to the island who doesn't know Cyprus.
Correct.
Let's say they want to go to the cinema. They don't know where the cinema is.
Exactly.
You have now got on your site the way to actually tell them how to go, GPS.
Exactly, we do that. We do that actually. The point is, fresh when you come as a first-year student to North Cyprus, the first thing you mentioned, you notice is you don't speak their language.
Yeah.
So you can hardly find the signs, you can hardly find the places. You might do a little bit of Googling and find out where is the cinema, but the thing comes up is an address. It might be, in a best case scenario, the address or direction. What we did was providing a possibility for students to find the place they want to go, see the rate of that place, see the comments which other people leave for that place, and then get directed from their door of their flat to the place, not just giving them the address. So we have full navigation on our application, iOS and Android. You can choose the place, you can see the rate, you can see the discount coupons, as well as the program of that location. If it's the cinema or if it's a restaurant, you can see the menu, photos and everything. See their website by just tapping, or call the place by just tapping, reserve yourself, and then ask for directions. So the map will take you from your home directly to the door of that restaurant.
Amazing. That sounds such like a great thing to have. I wish I had that when I was a student back in the UK. I bet you wish you had that here when you were studying.
I did that too, yeah.
In American.
Correct.
So this is a really amazing new thing. You really impressed me with this. When we spoke before you came today, we had a conversation last week.
Correct.
You know, I was amazed at this idea and how somebody hasn't thought this before, because now everyone is online. Everyone's got a smartphone.
Correct.
Everyone is doing things using
Over
their
internet,
phone, using the internet,
Correct.
using social media. And so this is a really good thing to do. Application is, it's free, it's easy to use.
Exactly, yes.
And so what's happening now with you? Are you now going around? Because obviously at the other end,
yes.
so there's 2 points to this.
Exactly.
One, you need students to be downloading this
Exactly.
to use it.
Of course.
And secondly, you need for companies or locations or
To join the community,
to give information and discounts or special deals.
Exactly, that's the point. The point is, this is as you mentioned, this is a double-sided deal. The point is, we have a program, we have this application, this environment, all free for students. We did not to mention the number, big investments to be able to provide this environment for students, which we want to keep it for free. To keep it for free, we need to keep the other end of the deal, which is with businesses. Businesses of North Cyprus are being aware of this tremendous market of a lot of people, relatively big number, as well as they are a market which spends. Some markets, for example, tourists, they do spend, but they spend on certain things. They spend on hotels, they spend on their flight ticket, maybe a little bit of souvenirs, maybe the restaurant they go, but that's it, pretty much that's it. But the students is, we call it temporary locals. They're technically locals, but they're temporary here.
Yeah.
So 4 years averagely, you are dealing with them, you have them, they're locals, they're a market. You need to be kind enough to them, to interact with them, talk to them. And if you talk to them, they will for sure respond. The reason is, we did a little bit of market research. We talked about some small businesses, like a gift shop, small restaurant, a couple of coffee shops. We asked them, what do you think about students? Did you do anything special? And the funny part was, whatever they did directly to students, they had amazing feedback. But the point is, they couldn't reach out to students. They're hard to find. They're not always in reach. They're not always in the city, because the students, some of them, they come here with lower budget. Some of them, they're not really social. They go dormitory to classes, classes to dormitory. Long-term scenario, let's say they travel to another city in a lucky case. So they're not that easy to find for businesses. What we did was gathering all students of North Cyprus, high school, lycée, and university students, which are big number, all in one community. So whoever businesses thinks or they're planning to reach to student markets of North Cyprus, all of the country. It's a country, so a countrywide project. We are the best way. We are the only channel. We are the channel who tries desperately and growing every day. By the time I talk to you, we have around 560 students extra downloading the application. We have around 1,500 hits on the website from the time we met last week. So they're joining very quickly, because this is the thing they love. This is the thing they missed. And as you said, I mean, I was a student here. If I would love if I had a tool in my hand, finding locations, getting discounts, or possibly selling and buying my second-hand stuff. So yeah, the student is there. If businesses want to talk to them, they can simply give us the locations which they have, restaurant places which they have certain information. We receive the information. We are actually glad to announce, first time in your program, that we decided to accept information from places and services which they care about the students for free for 2 months. So first time I'd like to announce it with your program. We are issuing this certain access to businesses and services who watch your program or listen to Barak. They can call me. They can call us on these numbers on the website, on different channels that we have, WhatsApp, Viber, any way they would like to. Send us the information, photos, and information of their location. Get in touch with us, and we will put their business or services in the application and website for free for 2 months till they enjoy the environment, till they see how amazing it is, and from there we can take it.
That's a really good deal to give to people out there, the businesses out there who want to advertise. Because I really do think this is the way forward. This is how everything is going around the whole world now, not just in North Cyprus,
exactly,
but around the world. You know, everyone is online. I mean, like I said, I wish I had it at my student time.
Same here, yeah.
It'd be really handy to have, and I think everyone likes, you know, a little freebie here and there. I mean, even when you give me a pen or
it works.
I mean, it's nice. Yeah. You know, it's a nice touch, and it makes somebody feel special.
Exactly.
And you think, oh yeah, I'll go there again. I mean, and there are so many locations who should be hitting students out there. So this is something that all students out there. It's pingostudent.com. Just go onto the website. And I want to ask you. You said about you know, international students or students who are coming from abroad, but also local, like high school kids. You said yes.
Exactly. Yes.
So will they be able to, you know, local teenagers here living on the island, will they also be able to enjoy using Pingo Student?
Of course, we actually have a special plan for them. The point is, first we started actually, to be honest, with university students, but we got a lot of feedback from high school students. Why not us? Why wouldn't BI involved in this program or club?
Yeah.
So we expanded the whole investment a little bit more extra to be able to cover them as well as the promotion, letting them know, because we have a strong social media which is growing every minute, as well as we distribute leaflets and other methods to be able to reach out to our markets, talk to them. As you can see, these leaflets, we are now hiring ambassadors from every thank you, every university in North Cyprus. We're hiring 2 ambassadors from each university. They can be part of our team. They can join us. They also get, of course, rewarded for their try. They will be promoting the project for their fellow students, if they're international to international students, if they're Turkish to Turkish students, and they can be part of a team, gaining experience, as well as receiving letter of recommendation from our company, which is pretty well known here. So it's all in one opportunity for them to talk to the students, enjoy the ambience of the university professionally, and gain some experience as well. At the same time, so we received this request from high school students, lycée they call it here, that why are you not involving us? So we expanded the project. Now they can be also part of the game. They receive special discounts for the locations which are especially interested to them. For example, we have stationery shops involving very soon coming to the application. They have a special discount just for high school students because the year and their turnover of the semester are different, and they are having different needs. They are interested to see more fun location. They have different needs. They have different let's call hobbies, and those hobbies are all involved in the application and website. We don't want to think only students, because university students, they have different needs. High school students, they have different needs. So we are actually look to do both markets, and we are very, 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 very glad and very, very happy to be receiving feedback from both markets. We are open on our project. It's not a solid dictatorship project. This is a project of involvement. This is a project of synergy. This is a project of interaction. So we are open to all sort of suggestion, all sort of recommendation from businesses, from students, and from university students, what they would like to see in Pingo. They can easily reach out to us, say their idea, submit their suggestion. If we accept it, they receive reward for that. We have lots of lotteries, lots of giveaways every time. Recently, we had 2 giveaways continuing. Recent one, which I want to use the chance to announce it a little bit in advance. We have a giveaway of an iPhone 8 for only...
Then can I have your student again, please? iPhone 8, yes.
Yes.
Tell me more, tell me more.
Which is only for ladies. Only for ladies, student of North Cyprus. We want to do these teasings in the market.
Wait. Slow down a bit here now.
Wait a second.
You're saying to me now, you're giving away.
We do.
An iPhone 8
to
a lady out there.
Yes.
But they have to, obviously, to find out more, they have to go onto Pingo.
They need to go onto Pingo website. They need to join our application, follow us in Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, and then they will be chosen by that.
Wow. Now that is an offer you cannot refuse.
It is, yes.
That is really good. That is amazing. I can't believe.
Yeah, simply. We really care when people are interacting to us. We really care if people support us. That's their support. We just reward their support. That's it.
Has the response been good? I mean, obviously you're smiling here, you're happy with the response. As you said, since we last spoke last week, an extra 1,000 or so people visiting the site and joining and downloading the application.
Yes.
Has it been as you expected? Are you thinking, wow, this is, you know...
It is. It's actually surprising at some point. At some point, I was more welcome to more and more people involving. The point is actually we couldn't reach out to all universities because we have, of course, limited resources. We want students to get involved themselves. We want the ambassador of university being the one which cares about project. So the point is we are doing some sort of delegation technique in management of Pingo. We don't want to do everything ourselves. We want the student to be involved to collaborate with the students.
Right. So for instance, because you're based in Girne, yes?
Yes,
I know you live in the Kyrene area.
Yes, yes.
Let's say, for instance, somebody in the University of Lefke or in Gazi Mausa at East Mediterranean University, which you can't always be there physically yourself. You can't always go around and go to every single place that you can for students. So maybe if you want to become a student ambassador, all you have to do now is call or WhatsApp or Viber this number. It's +90, obviously from mobiles and from abroad, 548 857 4646. That's 0548 857 4646. And you know, I'm sure you'll be more than happy to take on these ambassadors.
We are.
Could be university or high school, anywhere.
Anywhere. It would be our pleasure actually to do having this kind of messengers, which are we call them Pingo ambassadors, and they are part of the community. So if they care, if they like the project, they will be the best channel of talking to students. So any university in North Cyprus, any high school or let's say in North Cyprus, any ambassador, any type of person who socialize with their fellow students are welcome to call this number, WhatsApp, Viber, Telegram is a new messenger. I don't know if you're that familiar here, some Russian-speaking people using it, to this number and just send their information, meaning their name, the university they're studying, a photo of themselves preferably, and a little bit about themselves. We will take them as ambassador. We will be choosing ceremony. They will be given away some promotion material. They will be announced in our social media officially on a website as Pingo ambassador, so all people know about them and all people reach out to them. We will consider them as part of the team.
So is there a time limit for this to be an ambassador?
We are always welcoming them, but we will prefer to do this in a couple of weeks ahead, so to be able to start promoting universities, they get their own rewards, because we are eventually will be approaching all universities of North Cyprus, all cities of North Cyprus. At the moment, we were stronger in Nicosia, Kyrene, and Famagusta, but we are desperately and happily welcoming other people of our universities. 2 weeks' time is what we announced, but we always welcome.
Okay, so in the new year, you could be the ambassador for Pingo, and it's going to be big. I think this is going to be something that's going to be, you know, on all the minds of youngsters studying here in North Cyprus. I think it's a really good idea. Seriously,
thanks so much.
I congratulate you, because I can't believe that this hasn't been thought of before, because, again, you know, we want everything at our fingertips.
Yes, exactly.
You know, I work on television, I work on radio, but really it's all online now. So this program then goes on to YouTube, where everyone can watch it in their own time.
Exactly.
Again, on the radio, when we're promoting our programs, we use Facebook, social media to promote our programs, to take requests, because, you know, it's all changing.
Yeah.
The world is changing every day.
Quickly, yes.
Very quickly. You're keeping up with the times.
We are keeping up, and we are proud of pushing Cyprus to keep up as well.
Yeah.
We actually started this company with this dream of making Cyprus a little bit more fast-forwarding, a little bit more developed, a little bit more updated. On that time, we had resources all around the world. We have a lot of bright minds in our companies, and they come up with so many ideas. So many ideas who can be actually involved in North Cyprus and growing the community, growing the country. We are actively talking to government. We actively submitting our projects, as mentioned, to be able to grow the country. Actually, I told you I'm in love with Cyprus. I really would think Cyprus deserves better. So for that, we are actually open to bring in projects, involving our resources, which we do. For that, that's the first step. I hope we can get a good feedback on that. And we are having upcoming projects. earliest one being Pingo, which is tourism application for exact same market. We are welcoming tourists now. We talk to them before they come to Cyprus and telling them where to go, how to go it, how we can enjoy it. Do not go just to the hotel and sit there. There are a lot of things to discover.
Well, and I bet you that's going to be another massive project because tourism is a big thing here for us.
It is, yes.
And lots to share with tourists here.
Correct.
As well. But I think Pingo sounds like a great idea.
Thank you.
And again, if anyone wants to find out more, I mean, these brochures are in Turkish and in English. And so this is aiming at everyone, I think.
Everyone,
you know,
everyone.
The whole market, Turkish and English. And if you want to find out more, you can go to the website. I remind you once again, it's www.pingostudent.com. That's pingostudent.com, or download the Pingo application. And you know what? You're amazing.
Thank you.
You are a very determined, bright young man.
It's really kind of.
I know that you've been through a lot in Cyprus. I mean, it's not easy.
Indeed.
You know, Cyprus is not the typical market around the world. There are lots of different...
Full of surprises, yes.
Yeah, full of surprises. But you are still determined to bring North Cyprus to the 21st century.
That's the plan, yes.
And so you've done really, really well.
That's the plan. Thanks so much. It's really kind of you.
I know that you are back and forth.
You'll
be leaving here soon, but are you coming back again? Will you be one foot here on the island for a while?
Yes, technically forever, I think.
Yeah.
No, I'm going back and forth to Tehran, partly Dubai as well. I'm going always through Istanbul, so I need to take care of Istanbul businesses as well. But the point is, we are really putting a lot of investment on time and money on this certain project. As I mentioned, it's my favorite kid. So I'm caring especially about this project because I felt through it. I was a student myself. I had my own needs. I was working at the same time. So if someone would offer me a certain job, I would be super glad that time. So I care especially about this project. I'm going back and forth, but we have a bright team here, brilliant youngster team of ambassadors and coordinators, which are always here, always to be in touch.
So there's always somebody here to help you with Pingo.
Of course.
And we're going to say goodbye now, but before we do, I know that you are a guy who sees the beauty in everything, and I've seen lots of your Facebook posts where you've taken photographs of, I mean, even the ones in Istanbul.
Thank you so much.
You've got some great photographs of North Cyprus.
Thank you.
And I think you take after your dad, because your dad, your father, is a great businessman, but also an artist.
True.
And he's painted this picture.
That is true, yes.
And you are now making it a present for me, and
Yes.
I want to say thank you very much.
Thank you. It's really kind of you.
Your father's name is?
Ali Reza. Yeah,
Okay,
he's a big fan. Yeah, he's a big fan. He's actually listening to radio all the time because he drives around. He's living in Turtle Bay. That's why he's driving around a lot. And the favorite radio is Barak. So anyway, he's always listening to you. Always asking me. Like first time I said, I know this guy. I know John. He was like, seriously, I need to meet the guy. I was like, of course, for sure. This time I was coming to your program. I said, like, I'm on the way to go to Barak for recording session on air. And he said, let's frame this recent painting. I would like to present it. I hope you like it.
Thank you very much. It's a beautiful painting, and send my love to your father.
Indeed.
And maybe one day you'll come here with him and introduce me to him.
Why not? He would be glad.
Happy to have him here at Bido.
Same
you are
here.
a great friend of North Cyprus.
Thank you so much.
Yeah?
It's really kind of you.
You are a really, really talented, intelligent, hard-working young man, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Come back again. Let us know. Give us an update on how things are going.
I would love to. Yeah, I would love to.
And when you do the Tingo, let us know again. So
of
we can
course.
mention it on the radio.
For sure.
Because I do a tourism program. Maybe we can work together on our tourism
It will be
show
exclusive
on the
for you,
radio.
for sure, yes.
But I wish you all the best. Happy
so much.
New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. Yeah, pleasure. I hope this year comes up amazing for you as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
All the best for 2018.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Thank you so much.
And with that, we've come to the end of this very interesting interview with Iranian national, a great man, a great personality, Pouya Sadr. And I wish you, listeners, you viewers, a great new year as well. Happy New Year. This is the last program of 2017, but more Cup of Conversation in 2018, I hope. Until next time we meet, go well, take care, and bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.